Hi everyone, I'm here with my amazing client Ritwika, who met me when she was going through so many different aspects of life, and we had some amazing healing program going on when she met me, and we are going to today talk about what happened in that healing program, what happened in certain healing sessions that she had with me, and she's going to share with you some tips about what she did and how she got a breakthrough in her health, in her relationship, in her career. And I want also to introduce, Ritwika as an amazing trainer. So over to Ritwika. Ritwika, why don't you tell something about yourself?
Hi, namaste, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Neha, for having me here today. Because for me, this is like a great opportunity to reach out to all the people and direct them towards you so that they can experience the magic in their life. And I'm sure by the end of this session or this question answer thing, they will know why I'm calling this magic, right? So yes, I'm a trainer and a coach by profession. But like they say, doctor खुद की इलाज नहीं करता है, doctor खुद को operate नहीं करता है. And there are various things which require certain different aspects. So yes, that's how I met Neha. I went through her 5 day session. Then I took one-on-one session, and I'm booked for more for my family as well.
Oh, amazing. Yes. So before we start, tell us what was going on before you attended that 5 day session or even one-on-one session with me. And you must have tried few things, right, to resolve those whatever was going on. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yes. So Neha, like just to let the audience know, of course, I know Neha from before when I had this opportunity to interview her for one of the live shows, and I knew her, but that was it. I didn't know much, but yes, I was following her. I was going through her work, and there were a lot of, I would say, there were multiple issues to be very honest. But most pressuring one was the relationship aspect, and my personal relationships were very disturbed, and this had been for a very long time. So yes, I used a lot of other tools as well, because being a trainer myself, I had done NLP and all. I'm a master practitioner of NLP. I've used that tool, but yes, that did help me. That did help me to resolve certain relationship aspect, but there was still so much untouched, which troubled me to a great extent. But those who know me, they wouldn't come to know, because I am normally very happy. I'm good all the time. I feel happy. I like to be that way, because for me, happiness is a choice which I make every day. But then, of course, you can't ignore those pains that you have, and you are living with them constantly. So I think when I attended that 5 day workshop with you, my main agenda was, I don't know if this will, work. I will be very honest. I was having complete doubt. I've told you this. I was not at all sure. Because yes, if something has been there for 1 year, 2 year, you can think that, maybe we can work. But something that has existed for the longest time, over a decade, it you cannot expect it to get results so fast, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, true.
so that was one of the main reasons why I attended. Okay, let me see if this can be done.
Wow, yeah, I know because when you have certain issues that have been going on for a very long time, sometimes hopelessness is very easy to slip into that area, right? And we feel I don't know if there is even a way out of it or not, and we start accepting that as a part of our life. So I just want to I just want to understand that uh, what actually happened before picture to you already gave that something was going on. What actually happened after the 5 day program or after the session that you had with me? Let's talk
Not
about that.
only, I would say it did not take me the full 5 days also, Neha, very honestly. I think on the third day, I think I remember very clearly the third day, you made us go through one ritual. You gave us the healing. I am again calling it magic. I know it's your hard work. I know it's the art, but then I am going to call it magic. Because something, a feeling that you have lived with, for the longest period of time. You have tried a lot. See, every individual knows themselves, right? We all know who we are. We all know who we want to be, how we want to be. But then many a times there are certain aspects, like say, for example, I'll just give one small example. Somebody doesn't want to nobody likes to become a thief, right? But somebody has this habit of stealing things from market or from wherever they can. Now, even if they want to stop it, they're not able to stop it. Nobody likes to do that. They all try. But then it's become a part of them, it feels, at a particular time. And
Yeah.
then imagine suddenly you're going through ritual, and on day 3, next moment there is so many things lying in front of you, but you don't feel like stealing at all. How would that feeling be?
Oh,
It has been a similar experience for me.
yeah.
That the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that I used to experience every single time, every single day. I used to talk a lot. Of course, I was able to conduct in the right way, but then, these feelings used to disturb. But then on day 3, I don't know what happened. It was just as if there is all the things lying in front of you, but you don't want to steal anymore.
Wow, that's a huge thing. I understand why you call it magic, because it's almost magical that you have such a habit of being certain way and suddenly you just break through it. It's freedom in a way. It's so much freedom.
That's why Neha gave this example, because perhaps if I talk it in the relationship aspect or emotional aspect, people would find it difficult to relate to. But I'm sure they will relate to this example because they know how bad it can be. Because
Yeah,
your hands would automatically go there, and
yeah,
you will just put your hands in the pocket and as if nothing has happened. That is the state.
yeah. Like pathological stealers, pathological liars, pathological, people who have pathological issues where they cannot control their compulsions. So in a way, you are saying that you got free from your compulsion.
And I trust me when you said that you will be having one-on-one sessions. I booked that because I thought it's impossible, that it will get healed in the 5-day workshop. So this was the reason why I wanted to take 5-day your one-on-one personal healing. But then you already gave me that resolution during the 5 days.
That is. And,
Yeah.
and and so when we were doing the 5-day workshop, and why am I asking from a client's perspective? Because I want to understand, do you feel that the exercises are overbearing or they are very lengthy or they are too taxing on your emotional states, and it's like, oh, kitna kaam, so much to do, why so much? Or is it like it just happens?
Again, I think, see, the only thing is when you ask us to write. So for many of the people who have lost touch with writing, thanks to all the digital era, they might find taking a pen and sitting to write difficult. That's my personal thought. But somebody like me who still loves to write, for me that came quite naturally. And when you talk about emotional, maybe there was a particular time when you are going through that, when you're writing something and you're feeling that a little bit stress or strain you feel during that process. But then after that, when you guide us through, when you take us further, I think I can say this for most of us, because that was a common thing that you have heard during those 5-day sessions, that we slept like a baby.
Yeah, everybody says that.
We slept like a baby. And to have a good sleep, I think in today's time is another blessing.
Yes.
So it just, you are going to sleep. Of course, see, you are not changing your situation. You are not giving somebody a job immediately. You are not giving somebody anything like to make things better. But then at at somewhere deep within, we have this purity, or we have this clearance of the thought, extra baggage has somewhere been removed. So that when we go and close the eyes at the end of the day, it feels like, you know what, today had been a great day, tomorrow is going to be better.
Wow. Yes,
So
yes,
the process, I don't think at all is taxing. Yes, emotional maybe, because this is what we want to address. So for some of us, there might be a lot of anger that we have kept within us that is coming out. Of course, that feeling is not good. But then at the end of it, when you see the result, you are like, wow, you want to go through that again and again.
right, right. A lot of people say that every day I'm doing this writing exercise. So, like I also ask this, I like to ask this question also. That does that exercise take hours for you to do, or it's like in some few minutes you're just able to do it?
I think not more than like 5 minutes is more than enough. And of
Yeah.
course, if like first day, I know I took a lot of time because I think I wrote some 4 pages.
Oh,
So of course it takes time. But then after that, it was because you tend to think, okay, what should I do now? I don't feel that anymore. So you don't
yeah.
have much to write. So it's, I think, not even 5-minute affair after that.
Wow, amazing, amazing. I get this a lot. A lot of people tell me this, that, I am able to sleep so well. I was so sleepless. I was so restless. You're very correct that after that emotions are being addressed, people can really feel so relieved about what has happened. Tell me something, Ritwika. We worked with you on health. What breakthroughs you got in health? I'd really like to know that.
Wow. So, like I said, that one-on-one session I booked, that issue was already resolved. So then I was thinking, okay, what should I now work upon? Because I knew we can work upon one things at a time. So I thought, yes, health is the most important thing, right? Health is something which will take us through. And as it comes to me, see, there are a lot of issues that I have been going through, including diabetes, thyroid. There have been a lot of things. I think since 2008, I have had fibroids, then some or the other thing. So I sometimes used to feel that is it like I'm a guinea pig in which everything has to come right from head to toe. You have some or the other defect, something or the other going on, and at times if you're not healthy, however good you feel, whatever you want to do, you're not able to do. And even if you're doing, you are not able to put in 100% somewhere because of that health is pulling you back. And I had severe issue after the delivery of my child. I had a lot of experiences of pain and stuff from time to time, especially last 2 years, in fact almost 2.5 to 3 years, because since the start of COVID, because COVID was again a difficult period for all of us. That time stress increased, so it the pain and all everything increased. And I was little worried, because if you go to a doctor, the only suggestion they take is, take slids bar, do this, do that, take medicine. But how long are you going to take medicine? And if you are taking medicine, okay, fine, after a few days again back. So I don't remember in the past 2.5 to 3 years that I have had a peaceful 1 week where I can say, you know what, this last 1 week I had no issues with my health.
Yeah.
It was the kind of process I was going through. Of course, again, those who are around me, they wouldn't say that, they wouldn't come to know that, because I wouldn't let it show.
Yeah.
But you are living with it, and you know the kind of pain you have, and you
Yeah.
know the kind of difficulty you are in, because it would be difficult for me to drive even my two-wheeler to very small distance. Just 1 kilometer, if I'm driving, I would be finding it very difficult to drive.
Yeah.
But
I know that fissure, piles, fistula can make your life living hell.
but then you know what, we are so used to things that we will just then
Live with the
live
pain.
with it.
Live with the pain. Yeah.
I think we human beings are quite good, patient people. We would just bear everything, especially the ladies, I guess. So we just tend to live with it. And when I talked to Nneihaa about it, again, she did her process, which I call magic. And I don't even think we required 45 minutes, right? I think it happened very quickly with me.
Very quick. I think it was 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I was really wondering, though having experienced the relationship change, let me tell you, because we humans work like that. We are always skeptical. If something bad has to happen, we will immediately accept that something bad can happen. But if something good has to happen, our mind will put 100 doubts. And same was my condition. I was like, okay, I don't know how is this going to work. I mean, it's medical. It's not
Yeah.
even psychological. It's medical, physical kind of thing. So I don't know, and I forgot about it. I did not know what parameters to check. And suddenly 3 days later, I realized, when I drove quite a long distance in my two-wheeler, and then I came back and I just realized, acha, I didn't had any issues. I didn't feel any pain. I didn't had any difficulty. And then I realized I'm not doing anything that I used to do to take care of that pain since last 3 days.
Wow.
And then suddenly I remembered, oh, this is after the session that happened. It was just not there. Trust me, it was just not there. And then I am like suddenly telling my husband, you know what? Ever since I took that session, this has happened.
Wow.
And he was like, okay. I said, but no, I'm not still talking about it, because let me see. Is it staying or is it going? And then Nneihaa, let me tell you one thing what happened. Day before yesterday, I felt a little difficulty again. And I realized I was having a negative feeling towards one person. I did that activity, what you have mentioned, to write things. I did that. I burned it. I let it go. And the pain went away.
Wow.
So
amazing.
It's like, I don't know how you are going to put this, how people are going to take this, but I can just say one thing. When you are experiencing that change, whether for me, my relationship was my priority, trust me, for me, my relationship was my priority even before my health, because that is something I really cherish. but I was not able to do any justice. And it hurt me like real bad. And when that happened, I know for one thing, I don't know what's going to happen in future, what is going to be working or whatever is going to happen. But one thing I know, every day now when I go to sleep, I'm one happy person.
This is so amazing. This is so good to hear. Thank you so much, Ritwika, for sharing that breakthrough. That even if that happened, that for a while it just came back. You worked on it in the way, the tools, the techniques that were given, and it did help you to go back. So I know, sometimes a lot of people are on a fence that should I go and do this or not? It's like an edge they are on, standing on a edge. That should I go on that side of the fence and do the session or not? Is it for me or not? Or is it going to help me or not? Do you have any advice for them? Any insights for them?
I think I know where it comes from, because in today's time, when we are flooded with so much of ads, information, people claiming to do so much, everywhere. So, of course, it's only human for us to doubt authenticity of anyone and everyone around us. So, I really don't blame them. But see, I can't talk about everyone out there, because I have not experienced each one of them. Whom I have experienced, I can definitely talk about it. You are one of them. And I always say this, when we go out, imagine if we are going for a movie in PVR, even if you're 5 or 10 of friends, how much are you going to spend on an average? I mean, 2 to 3 thousand, I think, is the minimum that we spend, right? It's the minimum that we'll spend on a movie or on a dinner outing. Yes. And we don't even think. Now, many times, not always are we having a good experience there. Yes, sometimes the movies flop, sometimes the food is
not
bad.
good.
Yeah, but do we go and tell, return all the money? Yeah, during the food, of course, we may get a second serving if there is a good hotel, but not always. And we don't go and quarrel. And there we are not getting anything at all. Here, if they are coming, trust me, the value, I think, is way beyond what Nneihaa is. It's not even like, I think this is the least we can do. Least we can do for ourselves. I'm not even talking in terms of for Nneihaa, because I think she's undervaluing herself. The kind of effect she will have on the life. So even if you are having any blockage there, just try it once. And then if you don't feel, which I'm sure is not going to happen, because if somebody like me who had been to full circle, and all the issues that I have been talking to her about has been more than a decade old. So if it can work for me, I'm sure it will work for you. But then give it a try. If not, at least she's not going to take away anything from you. If only you don't get anything, you will definitely get a good energy with you. That is for sure.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I always say this, Nneihaa, because we people really don't value our life the way we should. I still find people when they talk about, if you tell them, there is one nice movie, let us go, okay, fine. But if you tell them there is a good course available, do that. I'll have to think.
True.
I wish if people can just at least take that one session from you and experience it for themselves. Like I have recommended this. I have already taken this one session for my child who is just 9 years. So yes, it's also possible for child. I am taking it for my husband. I have requested 2 of my very close friends to take that from her, because I know what change and what experience they are going to be having after this.
Amazing, amazing. Yes, absolutely. I feel what you are saying is correct. And a lot of people, honestly, a lot of people come back and tell me, how can you charge so less for the difference you're making? You know what you're doing? And I'm like, I'm charging for my time and energy that I'm spending, not for the difference I'm making in your life.
You can't value that, but Nneihaa, that's the fact. You can't even quantify the change, value you're giving.
Yes. So my husband also says you are undercharging, and I say, okay, we'll see. We'll talk about it later. But right now, I'm happy where I am at, and I think the more people I'm able to reach, I'm I'm very happy with that. But thank you so much for affirming this for me that, I am able to add value to people's life. So many people, even when it was a 99 course that I was doing for 5 days, were telling me that how can you give so much in 99? How is this even possible? What are you? Who are you? What are you doing?
Are you for real?
Yeah, are you for real? This is too good to be true. There's some problem.
And let me add, Nneihaa, because you are not saying this, but Nneihaa is still having that group. And still she is answering people's query. To that level, trust me, I am in this industry of self-improvement since last 4.5 to 5 years, close to 5 years. I have not seen a single person doing that. They take the money, they give you what they have to, and they leave. And they leave. They do talk about staying with you, but they leave. There are very few people we have like her who not only does what she has said, but she's even doing beyond. And I can see the change people are still experiencing. It is so good to, always be reminded of the impact we all can bring in our lives. Just the thing is, we should be ready to take that charge and we should be ready to believe.
Absolutely. Yesterday, somebody told me that I booked my session and my session is in mid-January, but I'm already seeing the shifts, things that I was wanting to resolve. I've
So
not
now
even met you. I've not even talked to you. I'm just in the group. I read what your answers you're giving to people and I'm feeling healed. How is it that possible? I said, tell me, I don't know. How is it possible? So yeah, maybe some God's grace, maybe Almighty is so compassionate towards all of us, Ritwika, that we all are being healed. And I have this intention for all of us to come in touch with me. And I always say this, that this is a one-way traffic. Once you come in my world, you stay in my world. I'm not letting you go. Until you don't want to leave me, I'm not letting you go. But I'll still love you. Even if you go, I'll still love you. So this is my commitment, and I love being that way. I feel that how can we just break off, right? So it's something that I really
Oh,
truly
Nneihaa,
feel.
and can I add something more? I mean, this we have just talked about the things that I came for the resolution. I mean, till now we have just talked about the things that I wanted to resolve, right?
Yeah.
But I think you remember, if you remember, I told you like during those 5 day sessions, after that 5 day session, there were certain things that were blocked for the longest time. As in, my daughter and the publisher
Book
were
publishing, yeah.
two books were supposed to be published since last 9 months, and we have been after them, following up. I don't know, nothing was wrong, but then it was taking time for some absurd reason, no particular reason that they were giving us. And after the 5 day workshop, the last day, because it got extended to Sunday, and on Sunday I got the message from the publisher that both the books are available.
Wow.
Ready. And I was like, really? Okay, is this a coincidence or how does that work? And then not only this, even one of my personal work, uh, again, my CA is a very good person. He has always worked with me, very nice. He will never stop any of my work, but somewhere he was, not able to do just one small work since last 2 months. Somewhere I had to remind, and he would be like, "Ma'am, aaj kar deta hu, aaj kar deta hu." Nahi ho raha tha. I don't know for what reason. Again, the same thing happened on Monday. I got that message that your GST number has come, and I was like, okay, this is weird. This is
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah, you know what? That is magic because the shift in your energy for allowing things just happened so much. With then, she was paying 30,000 to a healer every month, but things were stuck. And just after this 5 day workshop, she said that I don't know what just happened that my property issue just is getting resolved. I'm getting the answers which I was not getting since 3 years.
I can completely agree to that. I can completely believe that because I myself saw so many things happening. And yes, I agree, because I believe in this concept that we all are source of energy. We all have energy and it's all about energy.
Yes.
So even if we want to be good, we have all the pure intention, but somewhere we are only responsible for blocking around us. And that's why I say that that's the reason why I told them that if you come here and if you feel you don't get anything, that is no chance that you are leaving without a positive energy. If you are meeting Nneihaa, I'm not even saying meeting one-on-one person, even if you are in her WhatsApp group, if you read her messages, I'm sure you will experience that energy.
Yeah, I think I can also vouch for that now because a lot of people are saying this to me. Just being in the group has solved so many things for me.
I know. And I would also really want Nneihaa, because this is one of my missions also. And that's why when you asked me, I was more than happy, because there are so many people out there, I think, who need somebody like you, just to realize their true potential, and then they can bring in so much difference to the world.
Absolutely, absolutely, very true. Yeah, of course, when you agreed for this interview, I was so happy that you really want people to know that there is a way out. Don't get blocked. Don't stop yourself. There's a way out. And you felt that compassion for everyone else, that even if some client is getting stuck, or if they are sharing something about themselves, that I have this doubt or this is going on in my life, should I go for your session or what should I do? You just jump in and say, oh, you know what, you just do this will happen, that will happen. And I'm like, wow. And many of you in the group actually do that, to give them insight, tell them that how it can really help, what can happen, and all that. It's amazingly beautiful energy that we have in that group, isn't it? It's all of you.
Totally.
It's all of you. It's not only me. I think it's all of you that you are holding that space. So that's
No, but I
amazing.
always say the master holds the main thing. And if you have that aura, you have that energy, uh, I believe a lot in aura of people around. And I, it's something, you get, I don't know what happens. I really don't know what happens, but it gets, it charges. You can say yes. It's like a charger, you work like that. Whenever we are down, I will tell you honestly, Nneihaa, I don't think I've told you this, but trust me, I go through those messages whenever I feel, even if I feel little low, I would be like, let me read what's happening in the group. And just read 4 5 messages, and suddenly you are like, okay, especially your answers to them.
Answers to the people, yes.
And it just works.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much for reconfirming this to me. Ritvika, I know that you and your daughter published beautiful book just recently. You share so much value on Instagram as well, because you're a trainer. You do so many things. I would like you to share your Instagram handle and both your book link with me, which I would want to post in the comments or in the post which this live is going on. And I would invite each one of you who is watching this to go through Ritvika's Instagram, follow her, take a look at her daughter's book. She's just 9-year-old and published a book. My God, I'm impressed. And even go through Ritwika's book. Please go ahead. If you like it, go ahead and buy that book and, give her a feedback, what you feel like, what is it about. I'm very sure you'll get tons of value in whatever she's sharing. She is an amazing person and she will have tons and lots of value in terms of whatever she has written in the book. I'm very, very sure about it. Thank you
So
so much again, Ritwika, for coming on live with me, doing this and sharing your story with so many people, which will help them. And I am so looking forward to many more such breakthroughs to hear from you.
It's my pleasure, honestly, Nneihaa. Thank you so much for doing what you are doing. And I always pray that may God always be there with you, like you are being guided. For all of us, you are working like an angel. So continue that. Thank you so much.